value they get out of the dollars they spend to have a membership at a great place like Philmont.
It's old world charm without being old. And that's the thing that we want to get across.
Of course, if you think of the term classic, tree-lined fairways, fast greens.
They have tiered options, very competitive rates.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside Golf with Colleen Wolfe. I'm Harry Donahue, and today we're at Philmont Country Club in Lower Montgomery County, just over the Philadelphia line. And it is a beautiful facility with a lot of history.
Yes, it's been here since 1906, so that's about 105 years now.
You know, imagine what it was like in this part of Montgomery County over 100 years ago, Colleen. Most of the people lived in downtown Philadelphia, and they decided, those who were the founders of Philmont, one of them was the founders of Gimbel Brothers Department Store, the other one from Litt Brothers, to come out here, and this was going to be where they played golf and got together with their friends. And boy, what a place.
Yeah, and Harry, they also had two of the most well-known architects in golf.
Well, one of them was William Flynn, who has gone on to design so many golf courses around the country, and the other one was Willie Park Jr. Willie was a Scotsman. In fact, he won the British Open twice, and he designed the South course, two courses, the South, and William Flynn designed the North. A lot of history, a lot of great golf, and we'll meet some of the people that make Philmont what it is today. Colleen and I are back from Philmont on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf is brought to you by Yuengling, America's oldest brewery, and by Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where America goes to play. Visit online at phillytomyrtle.com. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA, celebrating 90 years.
The Philadelphia section of the PGA of America is celebrating 90 years. Since 1921, the professionals of the Philadelphia section have proven themselves to be the players, teachers, managers, and stewards of the game of golf in the Philadelphia area. They are the experts in the game and business of golf. Please join us in celebrating our 90-year commitment to the game of golf.
Philmont Country Club has a rich tradition of exceptional golf with two courses, tennis courts, and a swimming pool. It truly is a full-service facility for the entire family.
I think people are interested in what the club has to offer. Two full 18-hole golf courses, pool, tennis facilities, both indoor and outdoors. So it really has a lot to offer families, whatever their interest, whether they want to be golfers, tennis players, swimming, whatever. In addition to that, it has a great dining and social schedule. So it really, Philmont is legendary for their good food and the good quality.
The overall experience is wonderful. Our practice facility is phenomenal. We have a full-length driving range, an oversized chipping area, and two great greens that you can practice on. This area is also wonderful for members to get together and socialize. Our tennis is phenomenal. We offer 10 hard-true outdoor tennis courts, 3 indoor courts, and we also have a large Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Currently, the club is offering new member incentives and special pricing.
Philmont Country Club is open to members of all denominations. And we really are actively seeking to diversify the membership. We're trying to get younger. We have some great packages for young families. And I think people would be surprised at the value they get out of the dollars they spend to have a membership at a great place like Philmont.
The women's program is very active. We offer a wide variety of tournaments weekly for both 18-hole players and 9-hole players. We also cater to the new and beginner golfers. We have monthly clinics. We also have what is called a Big Sister, Little Sister program, which is friendly to the new golfer, inviting them to come out, just trying to make them feel a little more comfortable on the course and at the club.
We're very kid-friendly, I'll call it. A lot of programs for kids, a lot of golfing, swimming, and tennis programs, racket sports. One specific thing is there are not too many clubs where you can play golf with a 7 or 8-year-old on a Saturday or Sunday morning. Most places you have to wait till way later in the afternoon.
The advantage of having 2 golf courses, you never have to wait. We have a terrific tee time system, which allows people to have their time in advance before they come to the club. And if the north course is filled, because everyone does want to play the north course, we also have the south course, which is also a fabulous course in my opinion as well.
We have competitive packages for younger people, and there are definitive tiers where you don't really become a full dues-paying member till the age of 41. So it is extremely reasonable for a 25-year-old to 40-year-old person, family, single, male, female, to join here. And again, it's a very reasonable price.
Philmont also presents the perfect setting for an outing.
We host a lot of different outings, everything from fundraising organizations to different companies that want to have a company outing or client type of an outing. Because we have two 18-hole golf courses, it makes it really easy for people that have larger outings, because we can do up to 244 golfers in one day rather than splitting your day up. You get to increase the amount of people and the amount of exposure because you can invite so many more guests. And really in fundraising, that's the bottom line, is just generating as much money as you can.
An 88,000 square foot clubhouse provides a number of options.
We have a main grand ballroom that seats up to 300 people. We have a smaller venue that we can use for a wedding ceremony or a smaller party reception up to 100 people. We have a beautiful patio that in season, it's usually the scene of wedding ceremonies, and we've done combination ceremony and reception all out on our porch. We are so spacious, and we don't double book an event. So this venue is your venue when you book it. So you can bring in decorators to drape, to put lighting up. So if you wanted to change the entire space, you could do that.
And the legendary dining experience?
The food here is unbeatable. The service is fantastic. And it's just a great ambiance, a great atmosphere. It's very homey, very friendly, and elegant. It's old world charm without being old. And that's the main thing that we want to get across to everyone, is that we've kind of brought that country club feel into the 21st century. I personally had an event here a few years back for my daughter, and people that I haven't seen in a few years, they stop me and they'll say, that was the best shower, the best food that I ever had. And I tell my clients that, just wait, you're gonna get calls for weeks and months, and they tell me, I do.
Philmont has a package for almost any budget.
I think that one of the misconceptions is when people look at Philmont, they think, we're not gonna be able to afford that. Or, you know, we can't have our party there because we're not a member. And it's really not true. We pride ourselves on being very competitive in the industry. So if you come into me and tell me I have a budget, we can work with you and we'll make it happen.
Take the opportunity to discover Philmont and all it has to offer.
Come out and try it out. You're welcome. You want to contact me or the head professional, Mickey Sokalski. You want to come out and test out the golf course. You want to test out the facilities. Come have a meal here. We are very open to inviting people in. Try it out. See if you like it. I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
I think that it's because it's a full-service country club. I don't know if there are many around that offer what we offer.
Coming up, we'll check out 2 challenging holes on the North Course when Harry joins Philmont's head pro. That's next on Inside Golf.
Experience what golfers voted #1 for quality, selection, and affordability. Over 100 different championship courses, including 7 of America's 100 greatest. Indulge in gourmet cuisine, pristine beaches that offer endless activities, active nightlife, and more. It's an easy drive, and affordable nonstop flights are now available from over 25 cities. Start planning your Myrtle Beach golf vacation today and request a free quick quote for the best package rates. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's where America goes to play.
Try to hit a rest up the left side, and hopefully that'll leave me like 150, 140.
Oh, sounds nice.
Hopefully.
And welcome back to Inside Golf here at Philmont Country Club in Montgomery County, and we're joined by Mickey Sokalski, the head professional here at Philmont. How many years now, Mickey, at Philmont?
This is my 24th year overall. 23
You're
years.
Too young to be here for 24 years.
Thank you, thank you. I'm approaching senior status next year, so I appreciate that.
Well, it certainly hasn't had too much of a wear and tear on your physical appearance. Mickey, you know, when people think about Philmont, there's the North Course and the South Course, and the North probably is the more famous of the two. It was designed by William Flynn back in the late 1920s. Flynn has quite a resume of great golf courses, and Philmont is one of them.
Absolutely. I mean, it's truly a classic course if you think of the term classic. Tree-lined fairways, fast greens, small greens, and that's really what we're kind of known for. I mean, it's just a treat to play. Every time you play it, you never get tired of it. And that's, I think, the true definition of a truly classic golf course, and that's what we have.
And it is, as I said, a classic William Flynn design. This hole probably is the most famous hole at Philmont's 36. Would you agree? Number 9 here at the North Course?
I would say. It's our #1 handicap hole. It is a dogleg right that keeps going to the right. Was actually at one time, I don't know if it was Golf Digest, but at one time it was actually rated in the top 100 in the country when they used to, you know, they used to talk about top 100 holes in the country. So we're pretty proud of that.
Well, and the thing that makes it unique, you said it keeps turning right. It's like almost like a giant horseshoe.
Exactly. So even though it doglegs right, you really want to stay left.
So actual yardage on the card, what does it show?
555.
But it plays more like 755.
Well, yeah.
Hey, what do you say we tee it up and give it a go?
All right, sounds good.
All right. Kind of hugging that tree line down the right, Mickey. I don't know. I didn't hear anything, so I think it came down to earth.
Okay.
Oh, down the left side. Back in the corner there, huh?
Kind of gives you the best angle coming in.
There you go, yeah. Well, Mickey, you and I are opposites attract a little bit. I'm on the right, you're on the left. But what's my play here?
Well, actually, we want to try to hit something about 180 yards, kind of just straight out. We're not going to try to get cute here and try to cut anything.
No, we're not getting cute.
So just hit it straight out about 180, and that'll leave you probably with still a little bit over 200 yards in.
Okay.
That's a good shot.
Too far?
No, that's good.
That'll sit?
Yep.
All right. Keep it right in there. All right, Mickey, you're on, as I said, the opposite side of the fairway.
Yep.
And what's your play from here? You want to hug that left side a little bit going up the hill?
Yeah, and I'm going to just hit a rescue club up there. And ordinarily, I would just try to hit a 3-wood and kind of cut it a little bit, but it is kind of in the rough here, the first cut, so I'm just going to try to hit a rescue up the left side, and hopefully that'll leave me like 150, 140 in.
Oh, sounds nice.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
That might be too far left.
Oh, that stayed there.
Stay there?
Yeah, it's still in the fairway.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. All right, Mickey, you know, this hole is tough enough without that big tree standing there. Now, I'm what, 230 yards out maybe?
Yes.
Okay. So I got everything and then some for my bag. This is where I wish I was 20 years younger.
It still goes to the right, so you still want to keep it left though.
Right. Wow, what a great hole. All right.
It's a good shot.
How about that? Now, if I was maybe 100 yards closer, Mick, I'd be on.
Probably getting a shot here, though.
I think so.
Okay.
Mickey, you are on the left side here. First cut, relatively open shot. What's your yardage?
I've got 160 to the hole.
And it's going to play like?
175, 180.
Right, and you're uphill into the wind a little bit.
In the wind today.
So the only thing going for you that pin isn't tucked all the way in the back.
Then it'll be more like a 200-yard shot.
There you go. All right, get it close. Come a little right.
Kick a little right.
Oh, it kicked right. And look at that. Like it had eyes. It goes right toward the hole. Mickey, I'd love to get as close as you are. What do I have to do?
Well, you got about 80 yards left,
right?
So we are getting there. Little maybe full sand wedge or a little half a pitching wedge. And,
well, you know, I don't hit it as far as I used to, but whatever I need to get it 80 yards.
There you go.
Okay, good. Oh, get on the ground. Nice thin. Come on back down that hill.
Actually,
it's not.
It did not.
Well, Mickey, I got it going a little left to my right, and once I get over that hill, it's all speed, right?
Right. Probably out in here somewhere,
Okay.
and then it'll work its way actually back to the left.
For 5 on the big 9th hole at Philmont's North Course. Flatten out, go to the hole, and if that goes in, I'm buying. Well, a little
Not
harder
bad.
and I got it, huh? All right, Mickey. It's all experience here. For 4. Oh, he's got the line, folks. Look at this. Look at this. Here, let me get a little room service for you here, buddy. Wow. What a great putt.
Thanks, appreciate
Okay,
it.
let me finish up mine.
All
here.
righty.
All right, Mickey. Pretty straight putt for bogey. There you go.
There
Get
you
in
go.
there. Wow.
Great shot.
That was a heck of a putt you made.
Thanks.
All right, Mickey, we've moved over here to our 11th hole, par 3. Everything you want in a par 3. How many yards is this?
It's going to play about 205 today.
205, little uphill, nice false front. You have the honors here after that birdie you made on number 9.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's see what I can do.
Going in there low. Just on the edge. Oh, get down a little bit. All right.
Okay.
Strength of my game, the recovery shot. Mickey, I've managed to short side myself pretty good here in this little drop-off area, and I'm going to ask your advice. Do I try to flop it or putt it?
Well, this is one of the new areas that we've actually cut out short all the way around the backside of the green. So the lies are really tight. So to try to hit a wedge and pick it perfectly clean, it's a really high risk-reward shot. I
This
think
is
you,
out.
I'd
This
put
is
that,
out.
I'd put that one on the ground and I'd go with the putter.
Okay. And the tendency here is to either hit it too hard or not hard enough.
Right.
So somewhere in the middle?
That would be good.
Okay. That's all you have to say. Come on. Pushed it off a little bit.
Not bad though.
Mickey's got himself here about a almost 55-foot putt. Trying to make 2 birdies in a row. Oh, he's hit it hard enough, but it's just not coming in. Left yourself a little downhill tester, huh? All right, just outside maybe, left edge. Go in for the man. Go in for the man. Almost. All right, Mickey. The man knows the greens, doesn't he?
Yep.
Great putt.
Harry,
Great one.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, Mickey, thanks again for tour. Brief as it was, 2 of the great 36 holes here at Philmont. You know, you've been here, what, 24 years, you said. What makes Philmont such a great place?
I'll tell you what we really have here is we've got 2 fantastic golf courses. One that we're really kind of known more for, which is the North Course, our championship golf course. But we have the South Course, which is equally as challenging. And the nice part about that is, if you're a young family with young kids that are just getting into the game, we have no restrictions on the South Course. So if you wanted to play with your 10-year-old on a Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, you can do so. And not a lot of other places in the area can offer that. And what a great place that we have, you know, for kids to learn the game. You talked with Robbie Galbreath earlier, and his son, who's arguably probably the best junior player ever to come through Philadelphia. This is where he grew up. This is where he learned how to play the game. So,
You know, the other thing about Philmont, from a geographical standpoint, it's close, it seems, to everything. You're nestled here in lower Montgomery County, but Philadelphia, the border county line isn't that far away. I-95 is from Center City, what?
half hour.
Yeah, at best.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's convenient, great facilities, great practice range.
Great practice
As
facility.
good as it gets in the area. Yeah, Mickey Sokalski holding down the pro shop with his staff. Once again, my friend, thanks a lot.
pleasure. Thanks
All
for-
right,
thanks
look
for
forward
having
to coming back.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm going to get a 5 on that 9th hole yet. Inside Golf continues from Philmont, and we'll be back in just a moment with Tee Off.
If 5 friends are having a light beer and they all put their drinks down in the same place, how long will it take to find the Yuengling Light Lager? About that long, because the rich amber color of Yuengling Light Lager makes it stand out from the rest. The true lager flavor, however, makes it disappear. 99 calories, 100% authentic lager. Yuengling Light Lager, from America's oldest brewery. Rethink your light beer.
Guests of Inside Golf enjoy dining at Sin Sin, the popular Asian fusion restaurant located on Germantown Avenue in the heart of scenic Chestnut Hill.
And now it's time for Teed Off, brought to you by Yuengling, America's oldest brewery.
That means there's a story attached to it, and it's because...
Welcome back to Teed Off, and today Teed Off is coming to you from Edgemont Country Club. This is the fireplace room adjacent to the 19th hole, right on a beautiful golf course here in Delaware County with nothing but memories. And here to help us kind of look back at Edgemont and its almost 50-year history, Pam Mariani, who is the general manager.
Welcome. And
whose father was one of the co-founders. We'll get to that in just a moment. Ed Doherty, you talk about legends, not only in Edgemont, but in Philadelphia golf. Ed Doherty got his start here at Edgemont Country Club. We're not going to give the year, but we'll let him do that. And of course, Tony Leodora, who's been known to make the rounds a little bit here, literally and figuratively.
I'm ready for another round.
At Edgemont. Pam, give us a little history, not only of this room so much in the 19th hole, but of Edgemont Country Club. Then we'll get into the history of the 19th hole.
That would be great. Thanks so much for coming today, and Eddie, it's great to see you again. I grew up with Eddie, of course. I was around 7 years old, so lots and lots of wonderful memories and great times here at Edgemont. I remember the one time, it was a wonderful event, the Bob Hope for Blind Classic, which was in 1967. And of course, I was in first grade at the time, and I so wanted to be here because the governor was here and all these wonderful, prestigious people, and helicopters were coming, and they were landing on the golf course. But my dad Naz made me go to school that day, but I did get to come back. Even in my uniform, I've got pictures with me in my little saddle shoes. I guess that was the beginning of my golf career, riding around on the back of a cart. So with Tiny Padone and my dad, that also formed a wonderful, beautiful, charitable friendship with the United States Blind Golf and the Mid-Atlantic Blind Golfers as well.
Bob Hope was actually here?
Yes, sir.
Did he play?
Yes, sir.
No kidding.
Yes.
How about that?
And Hope for the Blind, it was really wonderful. They all had ties made with his face on it, and a lot of really wonderful. There's a lot of great pictures in the bar. So next time you'll have to look at them as well.
We will. And Ed, you were saying before we went on air about how this was actually the first golf job you had was here at Edgemont.
Oh, yes, sir, it was. You know, just speaking of Bob Hope, I got goosebumps. I saw Bob Hope in Vietnam in December 1968.
When you were in the Army and he was doing a USO tour?
Yes, but anyway, I came out here in August of 1969 with a good friend of mine, Bill Payne. He had originally worked here. When Billy was 15, he went into golf, and he was a pretty good golfer, still is, and he worked out here. And when I got out of the Army, he brought me out here. We came out here to find play a free round of golf, and I tell people I ended up with a career. So Edgemont's been very good to me. I've been very lucky, and it was Tiny and Naz, and now Pam, and
well, and the good thing is
care of me.
You never forgot Edgemont. I mean, you've gone on to bigger, better, greater things, but Edgemont always was a centerpiece for you, right?
Yeah, it's my home, by all means, yeah. I had great memories here.
Tony?
Well, you know, Edgemont's aura, let's put it that way, spread through the whole Philadelphia section. You say Edgemont anywhere, and everybody always gives you one of these, oh yeah, that means there's a story attached to it. And it's because of the characters that were here. More colorful characters were involved with Edgemont Country Club, starting from the co-founders, as you said, Tiny Padone and Naz Mariani, and then down to all of the pros that worked here. It's a laundry list of so many of them, along with Ed. You know, Al Balukas, you said, was here even before you, and still walks around the place a little bit. It's, there was always, and you know, before I even got here the first time, I felt like I knew Edgemont because I had heard stories about it for years.
Well, and one of my good friends, Jim Boyle, a basketball player in the Big Five, coach at St. Joe's, but a guy, I don't know what Bo's handicap was. It was never as good as he wanted it to be, but that wasn't bad because Bo was known to play for a few shekels once in a while, but he loved Edgemont. And I don't, did Charles Barkley come out here a couple times with Bo? And anytime you get Charles anywhere, but especially on a golf course, you know what you're in for, right?
I see Charles Barkley throughout the tour years.
You're not his teacher now, are you?
No.
Okay. I
always go up and say hello, and I'm from Edgemont, and he always has a good time, or always has a smile, and always says he had a good time at Edgemont.
And soon-to-be Hall of Famer Herb McGee.
Yes, he's
also
here.
has been known to tee it up and
Jimmy Lynam.
Jimmy Lynam,
who we might see today.
Yeah. So but the one common thing at Edgemont, I don't think was there ever a game played here where there wasn't a bet.
Maybe once or twice.
If there was, I want to meet that guy.
They're not around anymore.
Yeah, they're not.
Our thanks to Ed and Pam and Tony. Inside Golf continues in just a moment.
Teed Off has been taped on location at the historic Edgemont Country Club on Westchester Pike, a private club that caters to the community for weddings, outings, parties, and meetings. Find out more about the club that has hosted everyone from Bob Hope to Ed Doherty at Edgemont.com.
The Philadelphia section of the PGA of America is celebrating 90 years. Since 1921, the professionals of the Philadelphia section have proven themselves to be the players, teachers, managers, and stewards of the game of golf in the Philadelphia area. They are the experts in the game and business of golf. Please join us in celebrating our 90-year commitment to the game of golf.
Colleen Wolf's wardrobe is provided by Adidas, the leader in men's and women's apparel for the athletic golfer.
You know, Colleen, I've had the opportunity over the years to play here at Philmont, both on the north and the south course. And it's one of those things you always look forward to. And it's a great opportunity for some families that are looking for the golf experience and a lot more in a country club.
Absolutely, and they're looking for new members right now. It's really, really worth it. They've been diversifying over the past 20 years. They have tiered options, very competitive rates, and it's so worth it with the 2 courses.
And you know, you think families and country clubs, you think pools, but how about the idea, as we heard from Mickey, about on a Saturday morning, you can go to a whole golf course, 18 holes, the south course, and take your kids out there and get them going playing golf. Not many places anywhere
not at all
provide that opportunity. It's something I think maybe a lot of people are going to want to look into.
That's right.
And coming up, we're going back to the Poconos.
We had such a great time there last year. We saw so many courses. So what we're going to do is head back. We're going to revisit some of the courses that we saw last year next week.
I love the elevations and the ambiance of going to the Poconos last year in the fall, this year in the spring. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. For Colleen Wolf, I'm Harry Donahue. And remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. See you next time on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf has been brought to you by Yuengling, America's oldest brewery, and by Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Now fly nonstop on Spirit Airlines. Details at phillytomyrtle.com. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA, celebrating 90 years.